I'm going to create a look with the new summer collection, Les Fleurs d'été de Chanel. This collection is almost like a fairy tale, it's a fantasy. If you can imagine your sort of dream holiday, those beautiful, vibrant shades, the idea of sort of flowers in the morning dew and a freshness and a vitality. So all of the shades are really beautiful and very pretty and very fresh. Now I already have my base on. I've used Vita Lumiere Aqua and I've also used concealer and some brow pencil. So I'm ready to start. I'm going to begin by using the new eyeshadow palette, and this is called Lilium. It has some beautiful shades of green. I'm going to begin with the lighter shade. I'm going to be using my brush a little bit damp, so I've just sprayed a little tiny bit amount of water onto it. These shadows work really well sometimes when you use a damp brush because it just increases the intensity and also increases the pearl. So that's the light green all over my eyelids. Next I'm going to use the Minky shade from the palette, taking it into the socket and at the outer edge for more definition. And then I'm going to use exactly the same shade, the Minky colour, just to put a soft haze underneath my lower lashes. Next I'm going to use the darkest shade of green, and I'm just going to use this with a damp lining brush just as a liner. I love the pale green so much, I don't want to cover up too much of it. So that's the liner on both eyes, and I think it's given it enough definition, but it still feels very fresh and very light and airy. So my eyes are almost done, my mascara's on, and now it's on to bronzing. Now this collection has two absolutely beautiful bronzing palettes. The first, Soleil Tan Bronze Rosé, has quite light shades of bronze and a very, very beautiful rose pink. This is quite subtle, so it's good for if you're fair-skinned or you're naturally very, very pale. The other one, Soleil Tan Bronze Corail, has much richer, deeper tanning shades, and it has a much more vibrant colour at the bottom, this very vibrant, beautiful coral. This is good if you're already quite tanned or if you're naturally quite olive-skinned or dark-skinned. I'm going to use the Rosé palette. Now because it's a powder bronzer, it needs to go on to a slightly more powdered finish, so I'm just going to put a very fine veil of loose translucent powder all over, just a small amount. This will just prevent the powder bronzer from sticking to my foundation, and it'll help to create a much smoother and less patchy finish. To start, I'm just going to mix the three shades of bronzer and highlighter together. Once they're mixed, I'm just going to take it off on the back of my hand, just make sure it's really well blended. And then I'm just going to start to really build up. So I'm starting just under the cheekbones, and then I'm bringing it onto my cheeks and taking it up and just onto the sides of my temples. The best thing to do is just build up slowly so that the end result looks subtle and soft. Then I'm just going to take a little bit across the top of my forehead and then just quite subtly across the bridge of my nose, just so it mimics the way the sun would hit your skin naturally. The other place you need to put it is a little bit down the centre of your neck. This tends to be the palest part of your body. Now to finish off, I'm just going to use the pink shade at the bottom on its own, and I'm going to use this just on the apple of my cheeks. So I'm just going to buff it lightly. Next I'm going to use lip gloss in Pink Peony. To finish my makeup, I'm just going to go back in with the light green shade from the Quartet and just add it into the inner corner, just for a real pop of fresh light green. Now last but by no means least, nail polish, and I'm sure you've probably already noticed that I'm wearing the incredible Mimosa. This bright, vibrant yellow shade really lends itself, I think, to this collection and the idea of a fantasy. There are also two other incredible shades. There's Morning Rose, which is a very, very pretty pink with a gold pearl. This gold pearl is meant to represent the dew on roses in the morning. And then the very, very chic and understated Beige Pétale. So that's the finished look, and I'm loving all the colours. I'm particularly obsessed with Mimosa, obviously, incredible nail polish. But I love the eyeshadows too. I just love the freshness of this green and the way it gives you just a lovely open-eyed kind of summery look. And the bronze is just perfect if you want a sun-kissed, natural sun-kissed skin. I think it's a great collection. It's definitely put me in the mood for summer and summer holidays, and I think it'll do the same for you.